stage. Baptiste Mercier, head of corporate venture capital, Allianz France, which is another big branch of Allianz and doing a lot of great stuff in startup ecosystem as a French tech nation. Welcome, Baptiste.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you for the invitation, and so glad to be here to speak with you on the Allianz France experience on Insurtech. For the next minute, I would like to present to you the global trend for the Insurtech in France, and how does it work for Allianz in France as a corporate venture capital player on this market, and how Allianz builds strategic partnership with Insurtech as shareholder and as partner. So the global brands. In France, we estimate that for 2021, almost 10 billion euros will be a rise, and almost 2 billion euros will be dedicated for fintech and insurtech. It's very important because it's growing of around 200% based on the 2020 figures. VC investment is skyrocketing in France, as well as we can see in Europe. On the industry in France, we can detail three key profiles with some iconic startup. We have the brokerage, so especially on the P&C business, we have Luco or Lovis, very iconic startups in France. We have some full stack insurer. The big news in France for 2021 is that we have now 4 full stack insurer approved by the regulator. We have in the health business Allianz. We have in P&C Sena. It's a B2B2C business platform where Allianz is one of the shareholders. And the last one is Mila, a renter on landlord's guarantee, who raised 10 million euros last week. And we have one new model for the full stack insurer named Achille, who raised 30 million euros for a seed round in the beginning of this year. And is a mix between brokerage and insurer business. And the third profile that we can have on our market is a service provider for insurer, such as Shift Technology in the fraud issues, or Monk for claims management, or Accurate on the pricing technology. So the business is dynamic in France, and maybe we can make one comment on the lack of seed deals, as we can see in the rest of the European country. For instance, in France in 2021, 75% of investment dedicated to Insurtech were based on only 2 deals. So to have more unicorns and winners at the bottom in the next year, the top of the funnel needs to be enlarged. Maybe one last trend that we can insist on for 2021 is the first external growth operation. As far as we know, some acquisitions are in progress on the Insurtech market, and France could be opportunities for other insurance in the rest of Europe, and the rest of the Europe could be opportunities for French Insurtech, of course. The second point that we can present here is how does it work for Allianz in France as a corporate venture capital. To understand why we have investment vehicle dedicated to venture capital in France, we need to understand the big picture in terms of innovation for Allianz in France. Corporate venture capital are including into an open innovation strategy where we have, for the French part, 4 main tools. The first one is ecosystem. We reorganized 4 years ago our business line by customer needs, and we call it ecosystem. So we have one line of business for mobility, one for small and medium business, another one for daily life for our customers, and one more for life insurance, and the last one is for health insurance. On each, we have multidisciplinary teams, transversal and cross skills, with people from marketing, for actuary, for tech, from distribution or legal, in order to be proactive and efficient in terms of innovation for our customers. The second tool is entrepreneurship. We have a place in Allianz in France where colleagues can create their own business on insurance, and we try to leverage our internal capabilities in order to help them. Today, we have 2 startups funded by Allianz French colleagues. One is a broker for insurance, and the other one is a platform for investment. The third tool that we have in Allianz in France is Hackquarters, based in the south of France at Nice. It's a place where we can accelerate some startups, not even directly linked to our core business, but close to our business. And we have 2 batches per year with almost 5 or 6 startups each. And the last tool that we have for innovation is the corporate venture capital. We have 4 investment vehicles for investment between 1 million euros to 10 million euros and more. And we are investing into startups close to our business, in Insurtech, of course, in fintech, in mobility, in life insurance, in health, and in cyber risk. Always minority investor. Today, we have 24 startups in our portfolio. And which one, Sena, is one of the full stack insurer dedicated to B2B2C business. To be a minority investor is a key topics for corporates such as Allianz, because we don't have a roadmap to acquire this kind of startup. We need to learn, we need to grow with them, we need to deploy some operational synergies, and we can now see how can we deploy this kind of synergies. To be clear, Allianz have competitive advantage for Insurtech. We have customers, we have people, we have brand, we have networks, we have an history, and we have reliability. We have deployed a test and learn approach with this Insurtech. The key point is to have distribution partnership, cross-sell between startups customers and our own customers, risk carrier, threat reinsurance or insurance program. We can event new business for the insurer, such as Allianz, and for the Insurtech, of course. Maybe 2 examples on Insurtech. The first one is the on-demand Insurtech startup named We Love. We created a dedicated insurance on-demand product for car insurers, and we are one of the shareholders of We Love. The second one is on the life insurance with an Insurtech named Testamento. We integrated into our system the beneficiary clause for our customers. So basically, if we don't have been the shareholder and if we don't have been the key partnership of this startup, I'm not pretty sure that we can deploy this kind of solution. I don't know if you have any question or comment on these topics.
I mean, I can just join you, and thank you for all the insights about like French and French ecosystem and your investment vehicles. I don't see any questions, but I can say that, I mean, when we started in 2015, most of the corporations were looking for startups like peanuts, saying that these things are not going to stay. Now we are talking about billions of money utilized in their growth, and we've seen like now we will also have someone from Allianz X team, which is another arm of Allianz. You guys have a lot of different vehicles to do it. And we see that all startups in our portfolio transcends countries as well. Like in our programs now, our startups have clients in Singapore, we have clients in MENA, and they also in pipeline for some funds from like Saudi Arabia. So it's so relevant, it's so fast, it's so growing, and we really like it very much. So we would be happy to see more communication with your French arm as well. We work with Business France as well. So we are trying to expand our startups from which country they are to great markets like France, because we are basically working in UK, Eastern Europe, and MENA basis, and we are trying to cover this strong upcoming big ecosystems, because we see that conventional industries, companies like Allianz with 130 years of experience is having a lot of vehicles just to support, find, and grow these companies. It's incredible for me. I mean, thank you, Baptiste, for joining us. I really enjoyed it.